So good morning to everyone. Myself J. Gerald Alberto, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Ramco of Technology, Rajapalayam. So today I am going to take a topic of isoparametric, superparametric, subparametric and serendipity elements under finite element analysis. Directly I move on to the definition of isoparametric because previously I have mentioned the basics of isoparametric and every examples clearly mentioned in the previous video itself. So directly I can go with the definition. So the shape functions are same. Okay, you can go in deeper. You see that same shape functions are used for interpolating. That means shape function is n1, n2, n3. These are all the shape functions for three-noded triangular element are used for interpolating the unknown field variables like displacement, velocity, temperature. Okay, these are all the unknown field variables. Okay, if you are using the same shape function for interpolation of field variables and geometry transformation is known as isoparametric element. Okay, in geometric representation you will see the geometric representation. Here the bulleted point indicates nodes for defining unknown field variables. The box node for defining geometry. Okay, this is for representation. So we can see the next slide. The same definition but in different way of approach. Okay, same again definition is sentence is same. In addition to the definition, we are including one more key point. The number of nodes for defining both geometry and displacements are equal. Here you can clearly see the meaning of this. If you mention bulleted points, it indicates node for defining unknown field variables. The box indicates nodes for defining geometry. Okay, boxes indicate geometry. Bulleted point indicates unknown field variables. So here three nodes, three geometrical representation, three field variables. So all three values are same. So that is the meaning of isoparametric. Okay, so in terms of equation we can represent here. So this n is nothing but shape function. Okay, shape function. N is indicate shape function. I is nothing but the specific nodes, first node, second node, third node. D is for displacement. D is for displacement. Okay. Again, n is shape function at jth node. G indicates geometry. Okay. So these two parameters are same. So I is equal to j, j equal to 1, 2, 3. So this is the basic meaning of isoparametric formulation. Next we move on to the superparametric. What is superparametric? Okay, we will see one by one. The same shape function used for coordinate transformation for a higher degree. Okay, higher degree. What is the meaning of higher degree? We will see in this geometry representation for the unknown field variables known as superparametric. We are using higher degree of order. Okay, here you see that. Here you clearly note on that this bulleted point indicates nodes for defining geometry. This box indicates nodes for defining unknown field variables. So this is for geometry. Bulleted point indicates geometry. This small box indicates field variables. So how many field variables? 3 field variables. 6 nodes for defining geometry. So here you see the definition. The number of nodes for defining the geometry. Okay, this geometric representation is more. But here bulleted point is more. 6 bulleted points defining geometry is more the number of nodes for displacement. Okay, the box is 3. Okay, displacement is 3. Okay, that is the meaning of superparametric formulation. So in equation we can represent, okay, n shape function at ith node for displacement is less than shape function of jth node in geometry. Geometry is higher, always higher. So I is equal to 1 to 3, j is equal to 1 to 6. Okay, j is for number of geometrical representation. So it is superparametric. So next we can go with the subparametric. Again, as per the definition, again you clearly see that the same shape function used for coordinate transformation of a lower degree. Okay, we are reducing the numbers. Okay, lower degree than those for the unknown field variables. Then it is called as subparametric. So in geometric representation you will understand clearly. So here the box indicates, so here what is the meaning of box? Nodes for defining the displacement. What is the bulleted point indicates? This bulleted point indicates nodes for defining geometry. Okay, so for every diagram you should represent clearly. Okay, the box indicates nodes for defining displacement. Here the bulleted point indicates defining geometry. So again we can give one more key point, the number of, okay, so here you see that the number of nodes for defining geometry. Okay, here geometry, how many geometry nodes? 3, but number of nodes for displacement is 6. How many boxes here? 6 boxes defining the displacement. So displacement is larger compared to geometry. If the geometry is less, we can give low degree of order. Okay, that is the meaning of subparametry. Okay, in equation we can represent. So here also what is meant by ni, shape function at displacement at ith node is greater, shape function at jth node for geometry is lesser. It is greater, it is lesser. Okay, we move on to the next. That one is serendipity element. What is serendipity? So it's simple definition. Serendipity, if you see the previous 3 superparametric, subparametric and also isoparametric, serendipity is very simple. The serendipity elements are those only rectangular elements, okay, which has no interior nodes. Okay, that is the specific meaning of serendipity. So all are rectangular shape, okay, but irregular shape, okay, but all the nodes are on the boundary. Okay, here it's also a boundary. Okay, we can name it as serendipity in specific cases. Here in some other nodes are defining inside the element. Okay, we cannot call it as a serendipity, but here both geometry and also displacement is represented in the boundary. Okay, here only we are representing one parameter. Here both parameters represented in boundary. Here one parameter is represented in a boundary. So we clearly see that the 2 parameters, both geometry and displacement, should be represented in a boundary, not in a interior. Then only we can call it as a serendipity. So this is the pure representation of serendipity element. Okay, so this is the basic difference of all the 4 elements. Okay, we can conclude this slide. So thank you very much. Okay, it is not equal. One more point we can include, that both I and j is not equal. Okay, here number of round circle 1 2 3 4 5, sorry, 1 2 3 4 5, s 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, ith and jth node is not evenly distributed. Okay, thank you very much. So this is the overall structure of our infra in our AMCOSA technology. Okay, so currently admission is going on, so you can access this website for any kind of enquiry, and also you can see the facilities available in our college. You can call at any numbers for any enquiry related to admissions. So thank you very much.